set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Brown. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
An inside give, Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They try with Pacheco.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Pacheco.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line.
And Burrow going to change the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
That's called Andre Yoshibas. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Andre Yoshibas,
78 yards.
and the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Second down and 8. Motion man right is Rice.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here is 3rd and 5. Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the false start will back them up 5. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hand off here for Pirine.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. midfield. Here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff now for Pacheco.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Joshua Williams makes the tackle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Brown. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brown once more. He'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them